Usually I start these updates by complaining how long it takes to finish this lipstick, but not today. Hi, welcome to the Art Hub, and today I want to share with you my first update for my project pen. And this time I have real visible progress. I usually have a pretty great progress with my project pen, but this one is very special. So without further ado, let's get a deep dive. I have been penning this for a lipstick for 2 years. 2 full years. Last year, I used it 27 times. I started seeing some windowing in the tube. I got pretty excited and I thought, oh, I will definitely finish it in the beginning of 2025. But nope, yet another full year and much more usage, and finally, I am here. After 142 applications, 142 applications, this is what is left. I am finally at the finishing line. I have used this lipstick in every way possible. As a regular lipstick, mixed into the blush, layered with other lipsticks to create soft cherry lip effect, just anything to move it along. And now I think that we have like 2 more uses left before it is gone. I still can't believe it because this is the lipstick that was constantly testing my patience. Every update I thought, I'm almost there. I'm almost done with it. But every time I was wrong. But now I think we are there. Still can't believe it. I think it definitely deserves a round of applause. And good news doesn't stop there. I have finished up my Maybelline lipstick in the shade Peachy. I have even pulled out the stopper. After around 27 uses in this update and 53 this year, nothing comes off the wand anymore. It is completely done. I've always loved this formula, though it's a little bit on the drier side and you have to prep your lips, otherwise it will chap, but it lasts very well. Usually Maybelline lipsticks are pretty solid, but I don't think I will repurchase this one exactly. I will go for this shade in their crayon version. And do you remember my favorite Givenchy lipstick? The one that's always at the top of my list? This is how much is left. I had to depot it into a smaller container because I hit the rim of the tube and it was very hard to get any product at all. Look how much was still inside. I have already used it 47 times this year. I'm pretty confident that I will finish it by the end of the year. It is shade 37, a perfect burgundy red. Even though the color is gorgeous, it is so smudgy. You literally have to eat like a statue, otherwise it will be all over your face. So if you know any good alternative, something that is long wearing but not drying and of the similar color family, please let me know in the comment section below, because I'm not planning to repurchase this exact one because it's super expensive, but the color will be gravely missed in my collection and I would love to get it back. But that is not all. I was on a roll this update, so more empties are coming. Moving on to foundations. My Wet n Wild Photo Focus got 18 more uses. Please ignore the packaging. I have to rebottle it in the container with a pump because spatula was driving me crazy. It works very nice now when it's getting a little bit colder and my skin is a little bit more dry. And as you can see, there is just a little bit left at the bottom. The pump starts sputtering, which is a good sign that we have even less product at the bottom, meaning that maybe I have like 6 more uses to go and I will definitely be finished with this foundation by December update. So jumping a little bit ahead, I think I will roll my CoverGirl Clean Invisible foundation instead. Despite the fact that it has never been part of any makeup project I had this year, somehow I used up at least half of the bottle. It is a very lightweight foundation, though it clings to dry patches on my face, and sometimes if my skin is not properly hydrated, it sits into the pores. So I think to pair it with my Guerlain primer, the one with 24 carats gold flakes. It is supposed to add hydration and radiance. So this month I'm going to sparkle a lot, really a lot. I hope that the hydrating aspect of this primer will help this foundation sit better on my face, and I will have 2 extra finished products by the end of the year. As for the concealer, my Rimmel palette saw some really good use. I've expanded the peachy shades and I also see that the side is shrinking down. And this update, I have used it 23 times. I doubt that I will finish this peachy shade by the end of the year, but I'm totally fine with that because I really enjoy using it. The green one I used only 3 times, mainly to cover redness, and it worked really well for that. The purple one I haven't used at all because usually I mix it in to fix my bronzer whenever I went too heavy, too high, or too low with the placement, but somehow I got much better with that, so I didn't have any need to use this palette to fix it. So I think now I will have to come up with other ways how to speed up the usage for those 2 shades. Speaking of bronzers, look how much progress I've made with my NARS Laguna. I use it 27 times this update, and also I started collecting small bits into this package because I don't want them to spill out all over my clothes whenever I open this packaging. I think it's actually the highest number of usage I've ever had for the bronzer. Most of it happened during July and August, with a little bit in September. And that's mainly when this color looks very neutral on me. I hope to finish this bronzer by the end of the year, and if I do, I'll be so proud of myself. But as I'm getting a little bit paler, I see that the shade is not working on me as beautifully as it used to. I think the usage will drop and it won't be a daily reach for me. Plus, I have to be very cautious on how light-handed I will go into the pan. But I've never had such a huge pan in the bronzer, and I really want to push it through and have this small goal checked by the end of the year and share it with you. So please wish me luck to do that. My liquid bronzer is also getting some love. I have been applying it with a brush and I see that it's getting more and more shallow. I have used it 16 times, and since it is made of Sephora foundation samples, the pigmentation is not that intense. So I am more hopeful about finishing it by the end of the year than having the same amount of progress with my powder bronzer. Now onto blushes. Unfortunately, my liquid blush got a little bit neglected because I was experimenting a lot with using eyeshadows as blushes, especially the one from my BH Cosmetics Lost in Los Angeles palette. Also, I was leaning more into cool tones this past months. So I used this blush only 16 times. But now when I'm getting back into my darker lips, I think this blush will complement my overall makeup look much better, and I'm really excited to dive back in. As for my Hourglass blush, I was right, it was a waffle kind of pen and I managed to extend it by using it extra 12 times. And I noticed something weird. When I put my brush in the middle of the product to pick it up, I get more of the maroon color than of the golden bits. As you can see, the golden parts are kind of sticking up, while the maroon ones are digging deeper. I didn't expect that, especially after using this product for so long. Great news! I have finally finished the oldest powder in my collection. After extra 7 uses, I have finally cleared out this container. This is a huge win for me because I feel like I had this powder forever. I really enjoyed having it lightly dusted all over my face, but I'm ready to say goodbye. It's a great powder if you use it properly, but I won't repurchase it because I have a pressed version of this exact powder in 2 of my Hourglass ambient lighting palettes. As for my Maybelline powder, the one that I usually use for setting my face, I have used it 23 times. And it might sound kind of weird, but the original square bulky packaging is a little bit intimidating for me. So in order to encourage myself to use more of it, I have scooped a little bit of product and put into this container. I know it sounds super weird, but it helps me to use more of it. During my last update, I added this eyeshadow from my Morphe palette to be applied as a highlighter. Unfortunately, I used it only 4 times, mainly because I used other eyeshadows as highlighters, specifically from my panning eyeshadow project. I wish I could hit pan in this eyeshadow by the end of the year, but I don't think it's possible. Now, eyeliners. Usually, I do not have a lot of progress in this category, but as I told you before, this update hits differently. After 3 extra uses, I have finally finished my purple eye pencil from ColourPop. So slowly but surely, I'm going through that section of my makeup collection. Instead of it, I rolled in another eye pencil from ColourPop. It is blue, I don't remember the name, I will put it somewhere here. And I've already used it 8 times. Unfortunately, I didn't get the before pictures, but it is good. I love it. Despite the age, it is smooth, easy to work with, even better than some of my Sephora pencils. I've been even toying with the idea of maybe purchasing in future ColourPop eye pencil molds, but ColourPop eye pencils, they can be hit or miss. Some of them dry almost immediately, while others can last for years. So I have to watch more reviews to know which one are the best. If you have any suggestions, please drop them down in the comment section below. Also, the other eye pencil, obviously from ColourPop, the yellow one, I've used it 5 times, which is already more than its predecessor. Usually I use it as a base for my Pinky Peach eyeshadow from my Pat McGrath palette, and I will continue using it like that. And 5 times crushing the dried out bits, plus later mixing them with Duraline helped me to finally finish this Girl Cult eye pencil. Usually I hear very good reviews about this line, but I think mine came really dried out. Maybe that's why it was on sale, so I didn't enjoy it, though I'm really happy that I'm finally done with it. So my future plans. I will focus on using up my bronzers and liquid blush. So I will not roll in anything else in this category. When I finish my Wet n Wild Photo Focus foundation, I will start working on the one from CoverGirl. And I'm pretty sure I will finish my Sephora lipstick. So whenever I do that, I will have a great party. And then I will start working on my Etude Fixing tint in the shade 5 Midnight Mauve, because I have 2 products of the similar shade and this one is older, so I want to start using it up. Unfortunately, the packaging is opaque, so I won't be able to visually track the progress. And also, it is practically untouched, so I don't think it will be, I don't think I'll be done with it by the end of the year. I can't believe that we are at the pre-last push. It is the last stretch, and for me, it is the time to use as many products as possible. I personally feel extremely motivated seeing all that progress. What about you? Are you doing Project Pan? How are you feeling? How is it going? Drop down all your thoughts in the comment section below. Thank you so much for spending your time with me. I'll see you next time. Bye!